Before we really get started, I want to address local issues. So we usually, when we are in town and when we're stable, we talk about all kind of different issues. And this is one that I felt like it was important for us to have a conversation about because I like to look at things holistically and I also want to react to things in real time. Thank you, Eric OG. I'm definitely going to acknowledge that super chat shortly. But in Atlanta or in the Atlanta area, apparently there was a young man that got shot 17 times from an off-duty police officer in the back. Let's get into it.
Tonight, only on 11 Alive, family and friends of a Metro Atlanta man killed by an off-duty Atlanta police officer in Buckhead are demanding justice. 44-year-old Linton Blackwell was shot in a parking lot behind a bar on October 11th. Tonight, an autopsy report reveals Blackwell was shot 17 times and nearly every single bullet hit him in the back. 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn has been following the story since the night it happened, and just hours ago, he filed this report after speaking with Blackwell's manager, who says he just wants justice for his best friend.
My name is Timothy Coleman, and I'm Linton Blackwell's manager.
Born and raised in Metro Atlanta.
Preferably from some projects called East Lake Meadows, a.k.a. Little Vietnam, which we rep proudly. We got it on the shirt right here.
44-year-old Linton Blackwell, better known in the local music scene as B. Green, but more importantly, a father, brother, and son.
Big old family from the East Lake Meadows. I mean, a loving family, man, and I just hurt for him, man. You know, he just leaves a lot behind.
Blackwell was shot and killed by Atlanta police officer Gerald Walker, who was off duty working a side job in Buckhead at Five Paces Inn.
I just fell to my knees because I couldn't believe it. And I couldn't believe that it was 17 times in the back. Like all the shots. It's not one shot in the front. It's all 17 in the back.
Everyone agrees an altercation happened at the bar.
Linton, I guess, was escorted out of the premises or whatnot.
The GBI says Officer Walker approached Blackwell outside, followed him around the corner.
The officer ensued, chased him down, and gunned him down. That's what we know.
The GBI says Blackwell got into a vehicle and put something in the back of his waistband.
If he wasn't pointing a gun at you or doing anything, what does that have to do with you shooting him in the back 17 times? That means he wasn't facing you. He wasn't a threat. Okay?
The officer gave commands regarding a gun before the officer opened fire.
I want him locked up. Gerald Walker needs to be behind bars.
The GBI is still investigating. Once they finish, the case will be handed over to the DA to decide whether a grand jury will consider charges. Atlanta police also conducting their own internal investigation.
What's his name? Gerald Walker?
He wasn't facing you. He wasn't a threat. Okay?
The officer gave commands regarding a gun before the officer opened fire.
I want him locked up. Gerald Walker needs to be behind bars.
Gerald Walker. Gerald Walker. Let me see. Walker Atlanta. This is apparently him. Gerald Walker. Yo, what up? Nah, let me see him. Hold on 1 second. You ain't even got no voice. You didn't do so toe up. Hold on 1 second. I'm on a live stream just to let you know.
Oh, okay. Call me back. I forgot.
No. Hold on. Let me look at these pictures really quick. Oh, this looks really good. Yeah, this looks good. They doing the deck in the backyard?
Yeah. Do you see the black gutters?
Yeah, I see the black gutters. That looks really good. It looks incredible. Good job. Very great job. You're doing an incredible job.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm going to talk to you after the show.
All right, bye.
Bye. Y'all might not know it. That's Rita. Her voice is down because she's sick from being out of town. But we're going to get into it. Apparently, this is Gerald Walker, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see something. This is Gerald Walker from the Atlanta Police Department. And this is the person that killed him. He killed, let me see if I can go back. He killed Dog. So it sounds like it might have been a little bit of jealousy here. So Gerald Walker killed homie that's out here living it up with a good hairline. He out here making moves, shaking hands, and he out here in the street. And so Gerald Walker apparently decided that he wanted to be judge, jury, and executioner. And he is also an Atlanta police officer. So let me say this. This is my thoughts on the situation. If you shoot somebody in the back 17 times, let's put it in perspective, because I have a huge level of respect for police officers. You know it's over a hoe, Chad Smith. We all know that it's over a hoe. Listen, bro, if it ain't over money, it's over a hoe. If it ain't over money, and ladies, don't be offended. I want you to understand that there's a difference between a hoe and a housewife and a woman. A housewife is a woman that is married, that is doing the right thing. A woman is a woman that is a respectable human being, but they're not out here in the streets. A hoe is somebody that exhibits hoe behavior. So if it is not applicable to you, then do not think that it applies. We're separating them. We're putting them in different buckets, okay? So this ain't about you. We just talking real life. And we know that it is over a hoe all day long. All day long. It's unfortunate that I even have to explain that so that people understand the context and that we don't hate women. We are just separating it. It's the same thing when we talk about guys. It's dudes that are respectable gentlemen, and it's dudes that, you know, that they like to call lame, but that just takes care of their business and they're not involved in any of the nonsense. And it is niggas. You know what I'm saying? It's some straight up niggas in the street. And so we separate them. We not all the same. We all you may think about that because social media may try to convince you that, oh man, all men is bad or black men. Nope, we not all the same. We're all different. Just like y'all different, we different. And this is a situation where this is clear. Anybody with any good sense, anybody that's been raised in the hood, anybody that has been to a couple bars here and there, anybody that know what's going on, knows that this is usually over either some form of jealousy, it's either some money, which I can't imagine, because the only thing that I can think of when it comes to money is you jealous that another nigga got motion, or it's over a chick. Or it's over a chick. And here's the key. It could be all of them above. It could be because he got money, he got motion, you jealous, and he got the hoes. And that's why I be telling dudes, like, just because he getting it, because I see a lot of this happen all the time. He just so happened to be an off-duty police officer with a gun and a badge, and we see this type of stuff all the time. You jealous of another man to where you would go and track him down? Is he messing up your money? Is he threatening your family or something like that? Because you got to be able to walk away and let it go. I see dudes that piss me off every once in a while. I was at the ATM the other day. Completely unrelated, but I'm going to tell y'all about controlling your anger. I was at the ATM the other day before I went over to Croatia. And you know how if you go into they got the ATMs for Chase in particular, there's locations that got after hour ATMs where it's enclosed. So you put your card in and then it unlocks the door, and then you go in there and you do whatever you got to do on the ATM, and it locks itself on the outside, and it's a safety thing. It prevents people from being able to come in behind you and do that type of stuff. So I'm in there and I'm doing my thing. And next thing you know, I see a guy come in. He sees me. He hits his thing, beep, and he comes in. He put his card in and he's sitting there waiting, standing behind me. And I'm like, and the inside, I was fuming. I was on 10 in the inside. But on the outside, I controlled myself because if I had got into a conversation and then we start arguing, now we being pissed off over something that we can walk away from. You see what I'm saying? But it's just like common courtesy, conversations. I've learned how to walk away from things, and very few of us have learned how to control our emotions, especially when it comes to issues that got to do with money and women. And this dude, and it's a lot of these type of guys, let me tell you, some of them got a badge. Some of them got a badge. Is these type of guys, instead of just saying, you know what, that nigga getting it, or you know what, he took my hoe, or you know what, everybody just rocking with him, you know what, I'm chilling, I ain't even tripping about it. Instead of just being like, you know what, it's enough out here for everybody, because there's some dudes out here that just got motion. There's some guys out here that the women just like. It just is what it is. That's their lot in life. You may not even know what they're suffering through. He may have so much motion that nigga might have AIDS. He might have HIV. He might have boxolitis, and that may slow him down from getting his money. Bro, everybody got problems. His problems ain't your problems, but you so busy being jealous of the fact that he got motion that you shoot this dude 17 times in the back. And they said that all of them hit, which means that he wasn't running away. He didn't turn around. He got shot 17 times in the back, and this dude is free. How do you shoot somebody 17? Because do you know how many 17s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's a lot of shots. And all of them hit at the same time. Listen, this ain't self-defense. This ain't a confrontation. This is an execution. This is not self-defense. This is not justified. This is an execution. You cannot shoot somebody 17 times, don't miss in the back, and don't consider it an execution. This is an execution. And I don't care who you are. Nobody deserves to be executed on the street unless they get caught with a little kid or they a serial killer. Unless you like that. So you get carried out the bar, he got carried out the bar, whatever. And so you go and find him. Nah, dog, nah. And so we need to start calling out the bad behavior. We need to start calling out the bad behavior. He walking around with a badge. That's what he looked like. And why is the Atlanta police taking so long in order to bring this dude to justice? What is there to investigate? I just did. I just gave you the reasons right now. What is there to investigate? I just gave you the reasons right now. Jealousy, hoes, pissed off. He called you a hoe to your face. You didn't like it. You used your gun and your badge to go and track him down, and you shot him 17 times in the back. That's my analysis, allegedly. That's my alleged how I analyze a situation. That's my alleged analogy of the whole thing. Sounds pretty normal. I don't see guys being mad at guys just doing wild stuff for the sake of doing wild stuff. I don't. And so we got to start controlling ourselves. Matter of fact, not only do we have to control ourselves, that's why I don't even interact with certain people in the chat no more. When I see Dusties, I just let them be. That nigga is a crash dummy. Because we got to learn how to not put ourselves in certain situations. I ain't going to no hood bar. I ain't arguing with nobody. I ain't going back and forth no more. Either I am or I'm not. Ahmad says, as a recently retired police officer, I must admit I strongly agree with you that we can be worse. Take your officer brothers to the side and ask them. They will confirm. And I love police officers. I think that police officers are some of the best people on the face of the earth. They are the first ones that arrive when you call for help. When you having an issue, you call 911. You don't call your chick, you call 911 because they can't do nothing for you. Your chick can't do nothing for you. The police officers are the ones, the first line of defense. They don't get enough respect. But we got to root out the bad ones because the bad ones is making the good ones look bad. The bad ones is making the good ones look bad. And this is one of the bad ones. This is one of Tyree Nichols' beating was not justified either. I agree with you 100%. I remember reviewing that case. I agree with you 100%. jealousy over a hoe, and then you got your fellow police officers going after that dude. Mm-mm. This is why I don't even want no group job no more. Honestly, I don't want a group job. I don't want a job where I have to have a patrolman with me, where I got to have a partner with me, because I don't know this nigga. This nigga might be a crash. He might be one of them jealous dudes. Where I have to participate in group activities. I don't want to do that no more because I don't know you. And then you're going to expect for me to be loyal to you because we both got a badge, but you a piece of shit. I can't. I have grown to the point as an adult. When you're younger, you got to do what you got to do. When you're older, you did what you had to do in order to do what you want to do now. I'm not in a position to where I need to be doing group activities. I don't even like riding motorcycles with niggas together. Because I ride my motorcycle and you see somebody and they want a group ride. I don't group ride. I'm not a group nigga. I'm not a fraternity member. I'm not a group dude. I'm not a participate as a group type of guy. I am, this is what I'm doing and I'm moving this way. And so we here until we not, and we keeping it moving. I don't like hanging with nobody except for a bad chick. I don't want to be with nobody unless I can feel on your thighs. I'm a lone wolf, 100%. I don't want to hang with nobody unless I can feel on her thighs. Don't put no chick. My passenger seat is reserved for something that ain't got something in between their legs. That's what my passenger seat is for. That's just me. That's my personal experience. I'm not telling you what you should do. I'm telling you that I am a person that is infected with boxelitis, and I love to have a beautiful woman that is laying next to me or riding next to me or is in her feminine energy. That's all I want. I don't want these jealous ass niggas around me, mad, plotting, trying to figure out how to get to you or get to your chick. I don't need none of these niggas around me. I don't want no guy around me. The only thing I want around me is a homegirl. That's all I want. All I want around me is a homegirl. All of that other stuff, you can have it. Y'all can hang out together. And I know that different people prefer different things, but I'm just not one of them. That's just me.